Right, it is Monday morning and unfortunately I'm here studying when I really want to be sorting out my ISS. As you can see, I'm kind of like in Star Wars today. I've actually done a trip to Primark, which was really cool because they had loads of cool t-shirts on sale. And I'm getting back into the Star Wars theme because tomorrow me and Luke are actually going to be playing my first game of X-Wing in quite a while. So I'm hoping to do a little bit more, get this smashed out a bit, and then start looking at some lists, to be honest, because I have no idea what I'm going to take. So I briefly mentioned going to Primark, and I actually found something that I think would be quite useful or you guys could use. So I bought a load of t-shirts, and what they do is they actually come in these tins. So they were only a couple of quid, but I thought that perhaps I might use it to keep some Star Wars stuff in or some gaming stuff. So you get your t-shirt, and then you've got like this cool tin which I thought you could use for like X-Wing, or if you've got like the Walking Dead game or the Batman's Miniatures game. I thought they'd be quite cool. Right, so Luke has just been and gone for our Tuesday night games around my house. We played a little bit different today, and we did some X-Wing rather than Infinity, which was a nice change. Actually had some real fun with it. Been absolutely terrible at flying, lots of kind of bumping ships to begin with. However, got into the groove of it and actually tried to fly some things that I'd never played before. So one of the things I did before the game was looking up sort of like 2016 meta, because it's been a long time since I played anything and I didn't really know what to even fly. And in the end, I kind of found on Spiky Bits kind of some of the world tournament lists. So I flew one which was quite interesting. It had Whisper in it, and I'd not played with Whisper or Phantom before. And I don't know whether or not I'm using cloaking right, and I'm probably going to get sort of a lot of comments on that video about you weren't doing it right. But just to sort of use and have the extra agility was a lot of fun, which was cool, just flying something different. And having Emperor Palpatine this time was awesome. I found that really helpful on the Lambda, which I've not flown before. Then the second game I lost, which wasn't so good. I played Rebels and had Han with C-3PO, which was interesting to use. So I've used sort of two of the most expensive cards for the first time. And then, what else did I have? I had a Z-95 with cluster missiles, which I didn't even get to use, which sucked because I didn't think about taking Deadeye, which I learned about in this game, which Luke had. And then I had Horton Slam in the Y-Wing, so that was alright, but just that list just couldn't stand up to Sun Tifel. Luke completely maxed him out, and he was just an absolute beast. So yeah, it was a good night. We managed to get 2 games in, which is nice to play more than one game in an evening. I just had a lot of fun with it. I'm hoping at some point that I can get a little bit better at it and maybe go up to just play some in the tournaments. But I'm nowhere near kind of just with the little intricacies and nuances in the rules, but also kind of just judging where that ship's going to land, because I think it was just a traffic jam in the first game. It was really funny, but hoping to get a few more in because that was cool. So yeah, that was my evening.
So it's been about a week since I started the vlog that you've already been watching, and I thought it was kind of about time to finish this one because it's been a really tough week in terms of work. A lot has gone on and it's been really hard to get hobby done. I've kind of come home and my eyes are stinging so much you just don't want to do anything. So I've kind of got into that old habit, as you know from the other videos, just sitting down playing video games or monging out in front of some telly. But tonight I've kind of come home and I've really had to force myself to crack on with some hobby, but now that I've started I feel a little bit better. So I'm kind of picking up from where I stopped last time. So I'm currently still putting my U-ring together, and I've had a little bit of a problem with the blue tack into the bases. So wrongly or rightly, I have glued them all using sort of like just 1 foot and a tiny bit of glue, glued them all to sort of some square bases just so I can paint them, because I'm still waiting on the bases from Zen Terrain, which are still in the post. They have been dispatched, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to getting them and kind of cracking on with things really. But I still don't want to put them on the base before I do the miniature, because I'm really hoping to airbrush those to get some tight kind of highlights in them just in the middle. So that should be cool. Also, which is really awesome, my Yukong remotes have arrived, so I'm going to try and put them together tonight in this big batch of steel building, as well as the paints that I need to get going. So that's really exciting because I can now kind of crack on with my ISS. Before I move on, so let's keep going with the theme of ISS. Luke was really kind the other day, and when he came over and we played some X-Wing, he gave me this, which you probably can't see on camera. But what it is a one of the new Wu Mings with the Panzerfaust, because he said he's never going to use it. So that was really nice of him. They've got some sick armour, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that kind of painted up. Recently as well, I've kind of been having a big think, and I've been looking at Frostgrave, and sort of playing X-Wing's got me thinking about other games other than Infinity. So this weekend, Luke's coming around and we're going to try out doing Epic X-Wing. So I've got both of the big ships, haven't even been out of the box, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what that's like, even though I've heard they're not great in play, but it should just be cool to have some really cool ships, big ships on the board. Another thing, like I said, I've kind of been really interested in doing Frostgrave again. I haven't even used my table since me and Matt played last year, and it's such a fantastic game. I really, really want to play it. I'm just struggling a little bit for players in my area, so if you know anyone in Manchester, give me a shout. But what I have had a look at, and just in order to maybe get some games in, is looking at whether or not I go to War Games Illustrated Frostgrave Day in Nottingham. So that's coming up in January, and I think that would be really exciting to go to. So I am tempted to do that at the moment. One of the projects I'm thinking about doing, and I don't know how easy this is going to show you guys on camera, but I'm thinking about, you can see most of it here. So I went and got the Black Plague starter set. I got all of it pretty much. And I haven't even got it out of the box, but some of the characters are so cool. I think you can make a really nice warband with them. So that's going to be another project I'm going to do. So that is coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I've had a look at Sastro's painting. He paints a lot of Star Wars Imperial Assault, as well as Black Plague, zombies and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to get myself some of the Army Painter Quick Shade, which I've never used before, and just really hammer out a warband soon. I think it'd be good fun. And having a second one that looks quite decent might also be a good chance for me to introduce one of my regular buddies into it. So I'm going to crack on with this ISS, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. But first I will just quickly show you what's going on with these bases at the minute. As you can see, I've just stuck them on. Hopefully they won't adhere too hard, but it just means I can make a start on them. Alright, so I have finished these bad boys. They're all put together. I'm going to leave it for tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to start spraying and hopefully get down some base colours. Right, you sexy bastards, it's competition time. The Plastic Crap blog is slowly growing at a pretty cool rate, and I'm really excited by that. I've hit just over 600 subscribers on YouTube, and Facebook is fast approaching 300. So I thought it's time to give a little bit back to you guys, get a bit more hype going, and keep this rolling, because I am really, really enjoying making these videos. And there is no point in me doing it unless there are people to see them. So what I want to do for you guys, considering that it is nearly Christmas time, is a nice big giveaway. So what I'm doing is I have been given by Top Down Terrain. They've got one of these awesome sort of show display trays. So these are the coolest display trays I've ever seen, and I've got like one of those Broken Egg Games ones, and I love that, but this is next level. So if you can see, I'll put up another picture. It's MDF, and what it does is you make it so that all the bases are a part of this display tray, and you can use the windows to actually carry them. So Top Down Terrain are a fantastic company. They've made like, how many have done these now? They've done a few, a couple of different ones, and I really, really like them. I think they're fantastic. So I'm giving that away to one of you guys, one of you lucky guys. So what you need to do to be in with a chance to win is you need to like the Facebook page and share this post. So it'll be part of this video. So you need to like and share this. But also what's going to be really important is that I'd really like it, so that I can count these easier, is if you guys take part in the recent poll that I'm putting up. So this poll is for Infinity, so it might not be completely applicable unless you understand what Infinity is and the kind of armies. But me and Luke are going to a Infinity tournament in January, where it's limited insertion, and he literally has so many armies right now, he's given it up to you guys to pick which one he has to use. So see which one you'd like to see the most, even if it's just giving him a challenge of playing something completely different to what he's not used to. So vote on that, like and share the post, like the Facebook page, share the post with this in, and be in with the chance to win this, which is worth sort of like 40 quid. So it's a really nice way to display your miniatures as well as take them round to tournaments. So good luck.